Hello, and welcome to Mellow Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at who wants to reach out to you, and then we'll also be trying to find some identifiable characteristics so you can pinpoint who this is and the energies around what they want to reach out about. So, we'll be going kind of in depth today, and yeah, so that's the reading for the day. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you want to go ahead and skip to your reading, the timestamps are in the description box below. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through each pile. So for those of you who need a little minute to choose, you can do so. So for pile number 1, we have milky quartz. For pile number 2, we have zoisite. For pile number 3, we have jasper, and I believe it's pronounced milky jasper, but I could be wrong. And pile number 4 is amethyst. So feel free to pause here, take all the time that you need to pick your pile, and I will see you all in your readings. Hey, pile number 1, for those of you who chose the milky quartz, this is going to be your reading. So who wants to reach out to you? So I pre-pulled 2 oracle cards just to try and get some general energies of the person that we are connecting with today. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at those. So we have the poet, and this is from Carolyn Miss Archetypes deck. So on the card it says, expresses soul insights in symbolic language and turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. And then from this other deck that I have, we have the 12th house. So the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. So perhaps the one who wants to reach out to you is a water sign, or in particular Pisces, but we'll go with any water sign here. And the 12th house is really about our secrets, something being hidden, kind of that shadow side, that dark side of a person. I'm kind of feeling like this person who wants to reach out to you, pile 1, they may have maybe kept secrets from you, or you kept secrets from them, or this is just a very private person. They have a very closed off energy, a deep energy, and perhaps they're very creative. We do have that water energy here as well. So with the poet, I'm feeling like a sense of creativity from this person, and this person doesn't have to be a poet in the literal sense, but perhaps I'm just picking up on they like to maybe express this creative side, maybe some of these darknesses, these hidden thoughts, these deep thoughts, through some sort of creative outlet. So perhaps they're into music or art, or maybe they even are into poetry or writing, just anything like that is the energy that I'm picking up on here. And then, yeah, so I feel like maybe they're very mysterious. And yeah, so that's the energy we're picking up here. I'm going to use the manga tarot today and get that out of the box. I don't know why I forgot to take my cards out of the box today, but let me take this guidebook out. But we'll be using the manga tarot today. And then I also have the Prison Oracle that we would like to use as well. Okay, sorry about that. I was a bit unprepared. So we're gonna start, I feel, with the Prism Oracle. I kind of want to get a sense of like what they want to reach out to you about. Um, Perhaps get a little bit into that energy. Okay. Spirit, please, for pile one, what does this person want to reach out to them about? Okay. Let me pull one more card. For pile one, please. Okay. So we have hunger. I'm getting that they may reach out and ask you if you want to go out to eat, like share a meal together. But we also have love in the reverse. So it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it's kind of coming off as like they want to ask you on a date with this hunger and love in the reverse. But I don't know if that's the case for all of you. But in general, this person is going to reach out to you. I feel that they were very mysterious in the past, and someone wants to reach out and ask you to go out to eat with them. Or perhaps they just have like a hunger for you, and they miss the loving relationship that you have. Um, yeah. So now I want to use some tarot, and let's get some more energies of why this person wants to reach out. So I think we'll start with what happened in the past with you two to perhaps, I mean, you may not have had a falling out with this person. It may just be, we haven't talked in a while, or you haven't connected in a bit. But let's just see what happened in the past. Maybe it can help you identify who this is. Spirit, can you give us more about past energies between pile number one and this person? Okay. So for your past energies, we have the Fool. Wow, okay. And then we have the King of Swords, but in the reverse. Wow, okay. I'm kind of feeling like you guys maybe took a big risk together, maybe a big leap of faith, maybe you did some project together, or maybe just y'all's relationship was just some sort of risk involved. Um, but I feel like communication has been cut off. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. So I do kind of feel that in the past something happened between the two of you, and communication has just been like completely severed. Interesting energies. So now I want to pull some future cards. Let's do present, then we'll do future. All right. So, what are the present energies between pile number one and this person? Okay, we're gonna take this flipped. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Present energies, please. Okay. So we have the Emperor, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Um, this is interesting. So I kind of feel that um one of you is definitely like working towards something. One of you is very grounded, um, you know, taking their time. I don't even know, I don't feel the energies of like wanting to connect. It's almost just like you two are in completely different places and you've kind of gone your separate ways, perhaps. Um, and we have the Emperor here. So I feel like one of you is, really shining, really manifesting. Um, you know, one of you may be in like a great position of power, perhaps. And um, the other, I feel, not to say the other person is lesser, I just don't feel like um, maybe their goal is to be this big of a leader. So this could be either one of your energies. Take it as it resonates. But I'm really feeling like in the present moment, um, one of you is like actively, growing something slowly but surely, and someone else is in like more of a leadership role. Um, and this could be, in the workplace, or this could be, not in the workplace. It could just be completely different energies, like almost like one of you um, is just, focused on completely different things, is kind of the energy that I'm getting. So, Spirit, what are the future energies? Future energies. One more for future energies. Whoa, we got 4 cards. But we will take them. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Priest in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Five of Cups in the, it was upright. Okay. So interesting. I don't really see you guys rekindling perhaps what you had. It really feels like one of you regrets their actions in the past. Um, but I'm kind of getting the sense with this priest in reverse that this person perhaps wants to reach out to at least give you both closure for something. But again, because I feel like it's preventing you both from moving forward. Like the Two of Wands is very much a forward moving card, like planning something, preparing something. But I feel that this person in the future is feeling like they can't move forward until they have some sort of closure with you. And so I think this is why they want to reach out. Maybe you guys did share love in the past. We did have that love card, but I do see this person wanting to reach out to you. Um, maybe they'll invite you to, get coffee, share a meal together, um, somewhere in public, I'm feeling. Uh, I don't know. I feel that they're scared to maybe be just alone with you, one on one. Just for fear of like tensions, I think they want to keep it very cordial, very amicable, but they want to reach out to you and kind of get closure so that they can move forward. I see the like very much reflection into the past, um, and they regret what happened for sure, but they do want to get closure with you. And then with this Nine of Pentacles, this energy is giving me the like, this is where they want to be. They want to be fruitful, they want to be successful. But something about not having closure with you is just inhibiting that success. So it's almost like, I don't want to say the word permission, but I am kind of getting that feeling. It's like they can't get move forward unless they speak with you, get some closure, and that would give them almost permission to, move on with their lives. Maybe you will be able to rekindle things for some of you, but in like the majority sense, I'm feeling it's more of like, okay, this is my perspective, this is your perspective, pile one. You both share that with each other, but um, you can both agree to disagree, get that closure, and like walk away. Um, yeah, it's kind of like a squashing some beef, no bad blood type of energy. Okay, so that's all that I have for you, pile number one. I hope that this helped you. If it resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Those of you who chose the zoisite, this is going to be your reading for who wants to reach out to you. So I kind of just made up the reading on the fly for pile number one. So we're going to follow that same method. So what we did is we looked at these two oracle cards that I pre-pulled for this person that might want to reach out to use energy. And then we pulled a couple more oracle cards to figure out kind of the energy around what they want to reach out to you about. And then we looked at the past, the present, and the future of the relationship. So I believe that's what we're going to do again here. So looking at these oracle cards, we have Companion from the Caroline Miss Archetypes deck. So we have the light attributes are loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness. And then for shadow attributes, we have betrayal by misusing confidences and loss of personal identity. So hopefully that helps you identify this person. And we also have Ceres. So Ceres is an asteroid, and it's known for like being a nurturer, a mother, um, very protective, almost like mama bear energy. So obviously this doesn't have to be your mother, pile number two, although it could be for some. Um, but in general, I feel that this person is very protective of you, or perhaps in the past was very protective of you, very nurturing, um, very concerned for your well being. And they were very loyal to you. By this companion card, I think that the two of you were very close in the past. And, for some of you, this could even be someone in your life who passed away, and their energy is coming through, or this could be someone that you were close to. And this person is really thinking of you and wants to reach out to you. I will note that for shadow attributes, again, we have betrayal by misusing confidences, or loss of personal identity. So, um, for those of you, it may be someone in the past to where, um, you know, you guys were really tight, like so much of a unit that you both kind of lost your own personal identities, or, maybe um, this person put a lot of trust in you, you put a lot of trust in them, and someone maybe broke that trust in the past, and that won't be for all of you. So take that as it resonates. Just trying to help you figure out who this person might be, give you some pointers. All right, so next I'm going to pull from the Prism Oracle, and I want to get a couple of cards just to try and figure out what this person may want to reach out to you about. Okay, pile two. Okay, Spirit, please, for pile number two. What does this person want to reach out to them about? One more card, please, Spirit. What do they want to reach out to them about? One more card, please. Okay, so can't get another card from Spirit on this one. I'm feeling that this card is what they want to show, and that's it. So we're just gonna go with the flow here, and we have frustration. So, okay, I'm feeling like a lot of like irritated energy. So we're gonna leave it here with this deck. I don't know. This person is either really frustrated with you or you're like extremely frustrated with them. There's some sort of falling out that was had here. Um, and another thing is we have this square peg trying to fit into this round hole, and I feel like it's just something is not working out. Someone is trying to make it work, and the other one is like, it's not working. This is not it. Okay. A lot of frustration coming out here. Okay. I'm gonna just jump straight to tarot because that energy is kind of strong. I actually think I'm gonna light a candle real quick just because that's a little bit rough. Alright. Let's just cleanse while we go ahead and pull these tarot cards. A little bit sticky. Okay. Sorry about that, pile two. Lots of irritation and anger coming through here. I don't know. All right. I hope that this person isn't dangerous and hasn't, done something crazy to you. But for somebody, they definitely have, and I'm picking up on that energy. So we're just clearing that out of here. We just want the messages. I don't necessarily like who wants to reach out to use energy. Okay. All right, Spirit, please tell me about the past of Pile Two's relationship with this person. I'll get one more. All right. So we have the Princess of Wands in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in the upright. And we have the Six of Cups in the upright. Okay. You see all of this like orange and yellow coming through? I feel like this person is definitely like a fire sign. Or they just really have like a fiery energy, a warm energy, a hot energy. This person could be hot-headed perhaps. But I will say from the cards themselves, I feel that maybe you guys grew up together. You notice we keep seeing, I'm really feeling these twos again. We have two people here on this companion card, and we have two people here on the Six of Cups. And I feel that you guys perhaps have a very long history together. Perhaps you grew up together as children, and you know, um, you were able to share experiences with each other. I'm getting a feeling of nostalgia, so definitely picking up on that. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel that something happened in the past, and one of you became very guarded. And I feel that um, one of you is very defensive, very guarded, putting up walls, not letting the other one in anymore. I can't speak as to why, so take this as it resonates. And then we have this Princess of Wands in reverse. So I'm feeling like this is the energy of one of you, and this is the energy of one of you, where one of you is trying to move forward with the relationship, start something new. Um, if you look at this card, like I really feel like this person is trying to forge forward with you, um, and do something with you, and then the other person um, is very guarded, and it's like, stay back, whoever this is. I'm not letting you in anymore. So I'm not sure. I can't speak as to why, but that is the energy I'm picking up on here for the past energies. Okay, moving to the present. I'm going to move this candle back here just so we get a little bit more room. Alright, Spirit, present energies for pile 2 in this person. One more. Okay. Wow, okay. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And then over here, we have the Ace of Pentacles come out in the reverse. So we have 2 wands. This person, again, actually we have 3. Well, in a sense, I'm feeling another one. We have 1 wand here on this Princess of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. So present energies, this person is wanting to move forward. They want to get back into your life in the present. And perhaps both of you are, doing different things. But it's really interesting to me that the 10 of Cups came out here, because this is like a fairy tale ending, dreams come true card in my book anyway. So um, I just, and some of you may have had like pets together. I'm hearing that for some of you. Take it as it resonates, but this did come out in the reverse. I feel like this person is dreaming of what could have been, and there's that nostalgic energy looking back on the past. But I think it's you, pile number 2, that's really guarded, perhaps from that past energy. But yeah, I am really feeling that you're stopping communications with them with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. You guys may have had like enmeshed finances and you've cut them off, or maybe you had some shared accounts, you've cut them off. Um, there's something going on where it's like one is like, no, you're not coming back in, and the other one's like, oh, but think of what we could have been, think about the past. It's like they're trying to bring up this past companionship in order to get back into your life, perhaps. Okay, let's look at the future energies. Here. Okay, future energies between pile 2, this person. Future energies, spirit. Okay. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and we have the 2 of Pentacles in our reverse. Okay. I'm feeling that there's a lot of water here. So I think one of you is a fire sign and one of you is a water sign. And I think in the future that if this person reaches out to you, that it's going to take that watery energy to kind of put that fire out, because somebody is like really hot and they're going to come in like hot, maybe hot headed, um, very loud, very boisterous, very like, this is my perspective and I'm not budging on it. So, if you want to move forward with this person, or if this person does reach out, they're gonna have to like dial it back. They're gonna have to, um, come in with like kindness and compassion and empathy, um, instead of this like rage that I was feeling earlier, with that frustration as well. They're gonna have to put their frustrations aside, or maybe you would have to put your frustrations aside for this to move forward. Um, but I'm kind of feeling like you should be careful with this person, despite the history that you may have. Um, Everything in balance. So I'm not saying you shouldn't, you know, speak with this person, connect with them. Just remember to be balanced, and um, don't forget about what you've been building, what you've been growing in your life. Um, and I'm also hearing for somebody that, going back to this motherly protective energy, perhaps this person was like very protective over you and almost too much in the controlling sense. And I can see that in the future, like in the near future, like you've built something with this Nine of Pentacles, you're really harvesting your wealth, and, you know, you're no longer juggling a bunch of things anymore, and you may be more balanced in your life, more at peace, and maybe that's the best time for you all to connect, because if you're busy and your head is somewhere else and you can't handle another thing to juggle, you may, maybe time to maybe connect with this person and hash it out, let them in. I'm not sure what this deep frustration and anger is, but somebody who's really hot headed, it's like really quick to flip a switch. Um, and the person who wants to reach out to you, um, and I'm also feeling a little bit of energy from, the strength card, where the woman is standing behind the lion. I'm kind of feeling this energy from this Princess of Wands. Now that I look back at it, it's almost like one of you is this hot headed lion or tiger that, is kind of, you know, it's a controlled lion or tiger now, it's a little bit more tame, and there's that earthy, grounded energy with the other person. So I do feel like you have a close companionship with this person, and you're better at dealing with their hot headed side than others. So, yeah, that may be, um, the, the connection you have with this person. So I hope this helped you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you who chose the jasper, this is going to be your reading. So who wants to reach out to you, pile number 3? So I've pre-pulled, 2 oracle cards to kind of give us some energy of the person who wants to reach out. Then we're going to pull another oracle card to figure out, what they may want to reach out to you about. And then we'll look at your past, present, and future energies with this person. So starting with their energies, we have the priest. So light attributes are facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual change, And then for the shadow attributes, we have violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. And then we have the first house. So, starting with this first house energy, this is all about expression in your face the world, that energy that people first notice and put off. So I feel like this person could be a fire sign, perhaps like a Leo Aries in particular, but any fire sign perhaps. And then they, I feel that they're probably pretty extroverted, pretty out there. I'm also hearing that this person like really shines and with attention. So they may be in like a very public role or like they're into public speaking or performing. And this priest energy is interesting as well. It doesn't mean this person has to be a priest exactly, although they could be, but I feel that this person is like a leader of their community. They lead something. They definitely guide others, below them. They could work with children um, and adults as well. Perhaps be like a counselor. That kind of energy is what I'm getting from this person. Um, they're not shy at all. They're very much about putting themselves out there. Um, and they don't care about what others really think of them. This person really shines in the spotlight. I'm also hearing that this could be an athlete as well. So again, take it as it resonates. But this is the energy I'm getting from who wants to reach out to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull cards from the Prism Oracle. I want to see the energy around what they want to reach out to you about. Okay, Spirit, please for pile number 3. What's this energy that they want to reach out to pile 3 about? One more card, please. Okay. So we have determination coming out in the reverse. And we have flow coming out upright. So this could go either way, but the energy I'm picking up on is either you have lost your determination for something, or perhaps they have, and they want to connect with you about, getting back into this flow state of things. Um, you know, I feel like this is more of a friendly connection that I'm feeling here. Um, they really want to connect with you almost spiritually. I feel that you and this person may have like a deep spiritual connection. It could be romantic, but I'm feeling more of like you and this person maybe were able to have really deep conversations in the past. Um, I think that you're really good at motivating this person and vice versa. Um, and they want to reach out to you about this. I think it's like a friendly thing. I'm not sensing any bad blood between you and this person. Um, but someone definitely wants to reach out to you about um, just having like a chat. I think you guys feed off of each other really well. And so um, perhaps they want to reach out to you just to like bounce ideas off of you, help them get back into a determined mind state, or it could be the other way around that they want to help uplift you and motivate you and move you forward. They really enjoy talking to you, and um, they like hearing where you're at. I think that you guys um, maybe have a lot in common spiritually, and I think this person really leans on you for that connection. So, really interesting energies. It feels very pure and feels very clean and light. This could even be one of your guides wanting to connect with you intuitively. So take it as it resonates. But that's the energy I'm getting here. So next we're going to look at past, present, and future energies between the two of you. Okay, Spirit, past energies between pile 3 and this person. Past energies. Okay. Got a bit more cards than I wanted, but we'll go with the flow here. Give me the flow card. So we have the Four of Wands. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. We have the Two of Cups. Wow. And then we have the Star in the reverse. Whoa. Okay. Wow. This is a divine connection. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. Four of Wands is even like the marriage card in my book, but you know, we have the Two of Cups, which is about a divine connection. Like you guys are like, I want to say soulmates in a sense. And it's interesting that we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. I don't think either of you really regret what happened in the past. I don't think you're like crying over spilled milk or anything. I think um, even if something did happen in the past between you, um, there's no animosity towards each other. It's just um, I appreciate that connection for what it was and how it's been. And it's interesting that we have the star in the reverse because we have that determination card in the reverse as well. Um, it's kind of giving me the like, um, somehow the spark was like lost, and um, something made it where you were no longer like determined to try and make the relationship work. Um, I can't speak to why, but I'm seeing that energy come out here. So I'm going to stack these to give us a little bit more room, and we're going to move into the present energies. All right, Spirit, present energies between pile 3 and this person. What are the present energies? Okay. So for present, we have, wow, the devil in the reverse. And we have the lovers. Oh my gosh. You know, it's really crazy because we keep getting these cards that, you know, traditionally have two people in them. I know that the Four of Wands doesn't have two, but, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite, it does. It's got two people standing under the archway. And then now we have the lovers in the reverse and the devil in the reverse. So there's some sort of like karmic bond between the two of you. In the present, I feel that you're like heavily connected with each other. Regardless of where you guys are at in your lives, even if you've like split up, if you still talk to each other occasionally, doesn't matter. there's some sort of like divine connection between the two of you. I don't think I've ever had this many cards pointing to that come out in a reading before. I'll just say that. So there's something really powerful and magnetic energy between the two of you. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. It's just like it's giving not like power couple, but just like there's so much you guys could create and learn from each other from. So very intense energy, intense connection going on here. Um, the lovers being in the reverse, I wonder if you almost made the decision to walk away from each other, to go your separate ways. I'm not sure why. It'll be different from all of you for all of you, but um, I feel that maybe there was like beginning to be, I don't want to say dark energy, but like maybe you both had been through similar traumas, and um, maybe one was moving past that faster than the other. Um, Somebody remained bound to that, I'm feeling, with the devil card here. And maybe life in general was just taking you both two different directions. But I think this person is realizing the intensity of your connection, and they want to reach out. They want to rekindle this, perhaps. So let's see what the future energies are. This is a powerful reading, you guys. Okay, for pile 3, what is the future energies between them and this person? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which I think has come out in every reading today so far, which is interesting. And then we have the Eight of Swords. I feel that maybe the reason you guys went separate ways is like one of you was starting to feel trapped by the connection, like the other was holding each other back. Um, they may want to communicate their feelings about this with you, with this Eight of Swords, um, which what always interests me about this card is like, yes, there's eight swords here, and this guy is tied together, but it's more of fear-based card. Um, like they could, untie themselves and pick up these swords and move out of the way and get off of this cliff, this precipice that they're on. But there's some fear conquering that needs to happen. I think I think that somebody wants to communicate their fears to you, or perhaps like what went wrong, in the present. Like, I don't see you guys connecting in the present, but I think they want to reach out and try and conquer some of these fears with you, grow with you still. Again, I don't feel animosity. It's more of like, let's rekindle this connection. Let's get over these fears. Let's work it out. Let's resolve this, is the energy that I'm getting here. Um, there's also lots of blues. So it's very much like a spiritual connection type of energy. It's really interesting. Cards, I don't think I've ever had this many, like, divine connection cards come out before. So I think you guys are meant to have a conversation. I think there's some resolve that needs to be had. And I do think you could move forward with this person potentially. Um, it's kind of like a karmic bond. You're meant to go through life with this person. Um, this energy is meant to teach you, and your energy is meant to teach this other person as well. So You guys really bounce off of each other really well. Okay? So that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this reading helped you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, Pile 4. Those of you who chose the amethyst, this is going to be your reading for who wants to reach out to you. So, like I told each of the other piles, I pre-pulled 2 oracle cards to pick up on the energy of the person who wants to reach out to you. Then we'll pull another oracle card to figure out energies of what they might want to reach out to you about. And then we'll look at the past, present, and future energies of you and this person. So, who wants to reach out to you? We have the rebel, which symbolizes challenging authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And then we have shadow attributes of rejects legitimate authority out of anger and rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. And then we also have the Saturn card. So what's interesting, we have this greenish energy. It could be an earth sign for sure. Saturn also rules Capricorn. So in general, I'm just feeling it could be an earth sign. And then Saturn in general is all about karma and tests. So this person may have been through a lot of trials and tribulations. I also feel that rebellious people, they tend to test the limits of what they can do. They're not afraid to rebel. They're not afraid to push back and kind of test the waters is almost what I'm hearing. So I think this person is not afraid of a challenge, but they've also been through a lot, so they carry a lot of wisdom with them as well. And again, earth sign energy I'm picking up on here. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm picking up on. So we're going to go ahead and pull from the Prism Oracle deck to figure out what they may want to reach out to you about. All right. For pile number 4, please, Spirit, what does this person want to reach out to them about? What does this person want to reach out to them about? Ooh, okay. Bit more than the other piles, but that's okay. Cards wise. So we have creativity, we have comfort, and we have happiness. Wow, okay. I'm feeling a lot of joy from this person, a lot of creative energy for sure. I think they want to share, you know, what they've done. Maybe you haven't talked to them in a while, and I'm hearing like maybe they're coming back from some travels and they want to reach out to you and share their experiences, their joy, their creative endeavors. It's almost like a sharing of inspiration, if you will. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's look at the past, present, and future energies then. So far, I'm not picking up on any like animosity towards each other. But we'll see what comes out in the tarot. I feel this person has gone on some sort of journey, for sure. Maybe they went in the military and they're returning, only for some of you. Or in general, it could just be like travels, or it could even be referring to like a spiritual journey. Shuffle one more time. Okay, Spirit for pile number 4. What's the past energy between you and this person? Okay. This Five of Cups card just keeps coming out today for this question. So I feel this person is reflecting on the past. They may have some regrets. And then we have the Two of Cups. So I do feel that you and this person um, had some sort of divine connection. Um, Definitely a bond between the two of you. And then we have the Seven of Wands, and it was in the reverse. So I feel that this person is tired of fighting. Um, and I don't think they're necessarily fighting you, pile number form. I think that they you know, have been busy fighting something else in the past. And, um, you know, this is coming out in the reverse. So I think they're in the recent past, they're kind of ready to put down their sword, at least for a certain cause, at least because we have this rebel energy. So I really do feel like someone is really fighting, um, or has been fighting, and they've just recently put down their sword. Now, it could be referring to fighting you and fighting the connection, but in general, that's not really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there was some cause that they've been fighting for, and perhaps they've had a change in perspective, or perhaps they've had a shift in priorities. Perhaps they want to prioritize you in their life more than something they've been fighting against, if that makes sense. And they're kind of reflecting back on the past, and maybe they regret um, how they treated you in the recent past. So take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to move on to the present energies. Spirit, what are the present energies between pile 4 and this person? Present energies. Whoa, okay. Way more cards than I necessarily wanted, but we're going with the flow today. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Swords in the upright. We have the Seven of Swords in the upright. Ooh, okay. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. We got two sevens, okay? So perhaps 7 is a significant number for some of you. And we also had a 7 here. So we've got 777. All right. Um, ooh, so I think recently one of you, or maybe this person, or maybe it's you, has been going through loss and grief. Um, I think it could be related to each other, but I'm feeling more like one of you is definitely grieving something in the past. Um, and we have this 10 of Cups in reverse. This came out in, I think, pile 2 as well. But again, I'm picking up on that energy of um, one of you is really thinking about what could have been between the two of you. Um, and you guys might have had a falling out in the past. I'm also feeling a sense of like embarrassment. Like almost like one of you could say, I told you so. But that's okay. This is just present energy. I feel that you can move forward through this energy. One of you perhaps is sneaking out of a situation, um, or perhaps knows some secrets about the other, and or perhaps is spreading information that's false about one another. Um, but we've definitely got swords energy here. We've got pentacles as well. So I think one of you could be an air sign. I think somebody's really cutting with their words. Perhaps somebody said something and hurt the other. But they do deep down realize what this connection could be, what it could grow to be. Um, and I think that you'll get over it almost. Pile four. Like somebody said something they didn't mean, or it just came from frustration. But I see them wanting to come forward towards you with happiness, with comfort, with creativity. I see them, opening up to you with open arms. I don't see like remaining bad energy between the two of you. So something in the present definitely could have happened to where maybe somebody said something that went too far, pissed each other off, but we'll see what the future energies has to be. This also could be pointing towards like forgiveness. So perhaps this person is coming to ask for forgiveness from you or to apologize to you. We'll see. Okay, Spirit, what are the future energies between pile four and this person? Future energies. Okay. Yeah, see, you're moving to calmer waters. This, I think, in the present, y'all went through kind of a spat, but moving to calmer waters. And we even have the lovers coming out here. I think that you guys will choose each other, and I think you'll choose to put this behind you. But I do think they're wanting to reach out and they're wanting to, like, come back together. I don't think you may be overthinking it. And maybe it was you who said something and pushed them away, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. But I think, um, it was the heat of the moment. I don't think it was as deep. Like somebody's making more of it than they should. Does that make sense? And we also have the priestess. So I think you have an intuitive connection, and like whatever happened, in the present, I think intuitively you know where the other person was coming from. Maybe they even just said some harsh truths, and emotionally that kind of jarred you at the beginning, or you emotionally jarred them by saying those truths. Because swords, is all about truth and words, and it can be a little bit cutting sometimes. But I think intuitively, you've been able to process it and you realize that it wasn't coming from the place that you felt like it was. And this person is really coming with like open arms. And perhaps, this happened and this person, traveled somewhere in the past, and they're coming back, they're returning, and they're, putting it all behind them or you, and you guys are really just uniting, coming back into a more united front here at the end. Um, yeah, so that's really all that I have. I hope that this reading helped and I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.